Isn't that beautiful? Good morning. Such beautiful light. Light is so good. It's nice to get this little bit of sunlight here because today cloud is overwhelming. Although we can see some blue sky up here. A lot of rain. Later yesterday it got all waterlogged here. We had a rainy sunrise yesterday. The sunrise was in our hearts and maybe on our faces. People can have the sunrise on their face. So I think it's going to stay dry while we're here this morning. I think there's more rain predicted, foreseen. We had a concert yesterday evening. I put up a couple of little snippets for you to see. Sometimes I wonder when people look at those little music spots 4 times, 5 times more than they look at the sunrise stroll and chat, if I should vary the content in the morning. But I know there are many faithful followers for the sunrise stroll and chat in its present format, but you can always express your mind. I think that's not a bad thing, to express your mind about these things. A piece of the moon up there in the very center of the screen. Waning moon. Today we have very wise teaching that casts a lot of light between the clouds in humanity's story and experience. And one of the key words I think here is remember. Remember the good that you have experienced. And we do have one big puddle over here still left. Remember the good you have experienced. The good we experience, and remembering it, the exercise of remembering it. What does that do? It allows our spirit to ponder the good. When we ponder evil, there's a certain circumstance for pondering evil actually, because that's also a part of life, but there's a way to ponder evil, and that's only from the perspective of redemption, for victory over evil. And evil shouldn't have a victory and a foothold in our memory. I was thinking I could get some light on the puddle, but I won't be able to do that. Too complicated and not necessary. We all want the good. We don't want evil. We don't want to suffer evil. We only want to have good. And remembering the good means that our recall is in a very good place. And life is hard. There's no getting away from that. Life has lots of challenges. But remembering the good tempers our spirit, strengthens our spirit. It keeps us on a solid foothold. You know, sometimes people are very negative about the way the world is going. But no matter how bad things are, the amount of good is overwhelming. It's overwhelming, maybe, but not the right word there. Or it's overwhelmingly more. Because if it wasn't, the whole world would fall apart. In fact, people who do evil can only operate when the good continues to work. Because if there was only evil, it would be total negativity. The world would fall apart. It wouldn't be there. It would disintegrate. It would fall apart. Oh, we still have life. We get up every day. The sun rises. People are there to help us. People make food. People serve. People help others. Doctors are there and nurses are there. And people clean up. And people do good. People do good. A lot of people do a lot of good. And some people do a lot of evil. And a lot of people do a little bit of bad. But the good is overwhelming. And look what Moses is telling the people. And actually, these readings today are very appropriate to the pilgrimage of freedom in which we're engaged at this time in Lent, the virtual pilgrimage, available on Magdala YouTube English, Magdala English YouTube channel, our new YouTube channel. That's growing nicely thanks to all of you. I didn't look at the numbers today, but it's probably bigger than my YouTube channel now. And we just started a little over a month ago. So I think it's got over 3,000 subscribers. Well, it is over 3,000 subscribers for about a few days. And I think my little channel has about 3,240 or something. And I anticipate that the Magdala English is already over that today. And then when you're signing up for the YouTube channel and subscribing, that helps a lot. We're here live on Facebook, but we put up this content on the YouTube channel, both now on my channel and on the Magdala channel, and new Magdala English channel. So the word can get out, so it can spread more. That's all kinds of support like that. Help other people to have confidence to go and check it out. People are impressed by numbers. We know that that's only a very small measure of reality. But that's the way people think, and then they see something that got more attention, they tend to look at it. It's a little bit the psychology to follow the crowd. Moses spoke to the people and said, "Hear the statutes and decrees which I am teaching you to observe, that you may live and may enter in and take possession of the land." So this is like the main purpose of this passage, but then he goes on to help us how to be able to keep them. And he says, let me find the exact words here for you. Take care and be earnestly on your guard not to forget, which means remember. To forget the things which your own eyes have seen, your experience of God's goodness in your lives, your experience of liberation from Egypt. Remember the good things. That's why it's always great to remember the fact that we're alive, to remember the gift of life. Yesterday, after I finished, I saw a post which shared the news of the passing of one of our big brothers. He was a number of years ahead of me. He was about to turn 75 years of age in April, I think, and cancer took him out very quickly, and he was active up to the very end. Almost the last month was quite difficult medically, and the treatments didn't work. And Father Peter was another Irishman, and I knew him since 1976, 77, summer 77, and he's been working 47 years in Monterrey, Mexico. A great man of God, a great human being, a great warm-hearted person. Did a lot of good. Good morning. And then I got another nice piece of news yesterday as well, that we had an announcement from our community that 32 new confreres will be ordained priests this year. It's a great number, thanks be to God. And all of these came through very tough times in our community, in a time of total renewal after lots of problems. And it's so beautiful. Our will to remember the good days, to remember the good deeds, to remember what God has done, which your own eyes have seen, nor let them slip from your memory as long as you live. I would like you to ponder that. I suggest you do that. Really, I do. This is very good. Good morning. How are you today? Welcome to Magdala. Where are you guys from?
We're from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Wow.
With a group here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent. Enjoy.
Traveling with Maranatha too.
Ah, fantastic.
About 38 of us.
Wonderful. Enjoy the sun just went behind the clouds. I'm not sure it's going to come out in a hurry, but it's there. For sure it's there.
Good. Thank you.
I want to just go back over those words again. Take care. Be earnestly on your guard, not to forget the things which your own eyes have seen, nor let them slip from your memory as long as you live. That's quite a bit of insistence. But teach them to your children and to your children's children. That remember them until, since from your childhood to your maturing grandparent age. Remember, tell the story of the good things. Tell the story of the good things. There were dark clouds. We read history, we're aware of the facts, but ponder the good. Ponder the victory of the good. And even make it as hymn and a praise, praise the Lord, Jerusalem is our psalm. And this is the basis for doing the commandments, because when we realize how much God has done in our lives, we're able much more freely and gratefully to fulfill the commandments. And the commandments are a path of life, but sometimes they're difficult for us, like sometimes taking medicine. Some limitations to our behavior because we like to act recklessly sometimes. And the commandment says, do not steal. That's not good for you. It's not good for society. It's not a good idea. It's not the way to build life. And so they're very strong pointers. And if we go on to another level in the gospel, we have, first of all, Jesus insisting on the commandments. In today's text in Matthew chapter 5, Mount of Beatitudes up there in the rain and the haze, I have not come to abolish the commandments. Heaven and earth will not pass away, not even the smallest letter, the smallest part of the letter will pass away until all things have taken place. Whoever obeys and teaches will be called the greatest in heaven. To teach the commandments. And this is in the backdrop of the Beatitudes, which is also to be able to do good even though there's negativity abounding all around. Blessed are those who weep, they will be consoled. Blessed are those who are peacemakers. That means there's conflict all around. Do the good. Blessed are those who seek justice. Do good. Do good. Evil won't dominate. Do good. Be on the side of doing good. I think we'll leave it like that today. It's beginning to drizzle again, so I just made my way back here towards the house. Probably do the Instagram post from here. See you later, alligators. God bless you. Have a blessed day, doing good, remembering the good.